So, from yesterday's Murli, Baba was talking about the subtlety, the greatness of the subtlety. More subtle we are, more powerful we will be. So, the subtlety makes us brings us closer to be an angel. We'll be part of the court of Indra, and Baba was also emphasizing on subtlety brings us closer to Baba and closer and celebrate uh, the, the meeting with Baba. Okay, and today Baba is taking a little further into meeting with the groups. So Baba says, 1 minute up, the next minute down. Do you practice this exercise? Those who don't practice find it difficult. 1 minute up, 1 minute down. Do you practice this? Those who don't practice find it difficult. Do you experience the spiritual exercise? If you were to receive the direction to become stable in the same way, if you were to receive the directions to become stable in your seed stage right now, just as directions are given to do something, it is done in 1 second. In the same way, if you were given the direction to become stable in the highest stage, would you be able to do this? Or would it take time? If the teacher asks you to put your hands up and you're not able to do this, then what would the teacher say? He would say, move out of the line and stand on one side. He would take you out of the line, would he not? Here also, you would have to come out of the line. That is, you automatically come out of the line of intense effort makers, Tivra Purusharthi. So again, Baba is defining what Tivra Purusharthi is. Tivra Purusharthi is one who has full control to stabilize themselves in the seed stage whenever they want, as long as they want, and as quickly as possible, within a second. So Baba says, he would take you out of the line if you were not able to. Here also you would have to come out of the line of intense effort makers. You become part of the line of those who just simply effort makers. If an exercise has to be shown on a public stage, only the clever ones will appear on the stage. Clever here means those who can do it, those who are expert in that, is what Baba means by clever. If an exercise has to be shown on the public stage, only the clever ones will appear on the stage. For that, the group who would claim first number has first prize would be needed. So to be first means to be a fast effort maker, or in other words, intense effort maker. Tivra Purusharthi. If you are not intense, a fast effort maker, then you cannot be the first effort maker. You would then become the second group. Someone who is heavy is not able to go fast. There would be no type of heaviness or burden. If you are not able to have constant yoga, it means that there is heaviness, there is burden. It is the burden that brings you down. The fact that you come down means that there is a burden. Body consciousness brings you down. Just as the Father is the highest on high, His place of residence is also highest on high. This task, his task and his virtues are the highest on high. So too, your place of residence, your virtues, your tasks are also highest on high. Are they not? You are like the Father. Are you not? So let's take a pause and digest this. Baba is talking about intense effort maker. Baba is talking about the burden of having a constant yoga. So what brings the yoga disrupted is the burden on the soul. So Baba says, like Father is the highest on high, his residence is highest on high, his task, his virtues are highest on high. So too your place of residence, your virtues, your tasks are also highest on high. You are like the Father. When you are like the Father, you can stay with Baba for long period of time. So that is constant yoga. How can the one with the highest place of residence, highest virtues and tasks come down? You should not come down, but you do. What would this be called? First, effort makers, or second? How can you have the aim of being first class yet have the characteristics of the second? You want to sit in the first class, but you have purchased a second class ticket. And so, how can you be able to sit first class? Mothers and kanyas are especially lucky because they are the poorest of all. Baba is also praised as the Lord of the poor, not the Lord of the wealthy. So, the poor ones, not the wealthy, can claim a status quicker. The poor are the fortunate ones. So, the Kumaris and mothers are fortunate that they are able to, that they are either a Kumari or a mother at the conferences. It is the divine activities of the gopis with the Father that has been remembered more, not so much of the gopis. You are lucky that you are in the body of a gopi. At the confluence age, Bhavdada's slogan is Shakti Swar. Brahma Baba himself also surrendered to the mothers. You have heard that the mother is the guru of Brahma as well. So you are so fortunate. Do you have this awareness and move with recognition of so much fortune? One is to know and the other is to accept and live on that basis. The status of mothers who have a part with Shiva Baba is no less. Do you have so much intoxication? Do you have so much happiness? If you stay in this stage, you will keep flying in happiness. Do you have this much intoxication, this much happiness? Stay in this state and you will keep flying. Angels always keep flying. You are such angels of confluences that you keep flying with Baba in the subtle region and the supreme region. To fly does not mean to go into trance, but to keep flying with the vehicle of the intellect. The vehicle of the intellect is very big. You can reach wherever you wish, whenever you choose with the intellect, but not a gross intellect, only with the subtle intellect. So, what do you have to do now? Go completely beyond the attachments of this world. This is what your effort is it not? What is there in this world anyway? What use is a world without essence? So this is an asar sansar. So then why do you go there? Would you go to a place where there is nothing useful? So stop using intellect going there. Since there is no attainment and there is no benefit, why does your intellect go there? Time is wasted, isn't it? You have to come back from there anyway. And when you have to return, your time and energy are wasted. So, so then why do you waste this? You have to accumulate for 21 births in a short time. Should you waste such a short time? To waste 1 second means to waste the reward of one birth. The time of the confluence age is so important. Acha? You constantly remain happy, do you not? Do you sometimes cry? One are the tears of the eyes, other are the tears of the mind. There should not be tears of the mind either. To experience a waves of sorrow in the mind means there are tears in the mind. No variety of tears should come because become free from tears. Those who cry now lose. Those who laugh attain it. Therefore, you should not see the world of sorrow even by mistake. You are experienced in that already. So, then why do you get deceived? Once you have become experienced by being deceived, why allow yourself to be deceived again? Why do you fall into the world of sorrow? Once someone has fallen into ditch, would he allow that to happen a second time? This stage is a very deep, is a very depth of hell. The thought of falling into this should not come even in your dreams. The mothers are multi-million times fortunate. Baba sees you with that elevated vision, not just 100 times fortunate, but multi-million times fortunate. To be 100 times fortunate is ordinary, but you have become multi-million times fortunate. Always stay happy. Churn the treasures you have received from Baba and always remain cheerful. You will not receive such a huge treasure in any other birth throughout the entire cycle. So, you should fly with so much happiness. Angels don't come down. They keep flying up above. You are the ones who always stays in the love of the one, are you not? Let there be no love other than love for the Father. One Father and none other. Your intellect should not go anywhere else, even by mistake. Break all other connections and forge a connection with the one. This is Baba's direction. The sound that should emerge in your mind is one Baba and none other. Ek Baba, dusra na koi. This is called the soundless chant, a japa jap. You have to go ahead of one another. Whomsoever you see should be seen as number one. This is the wish that Baba has for the children. All of you are number one. Number one means those who are always victorious. The victorious jewels defeat the situation. They are not defeated by that. A Shakti means someone who is a conqueror of simple action. अच्छा, मीठे मीठे सीखी लदे बच्चों प्रति माता पिता बाप दादा का याद प्यार और गुड मॉर्निंग। रूहानी बाप की रूहानी बच्चों को नमस्ते। हम रूहानी बच्चों की रूहानी बाप दादा को याद प्यार गुड मॉर्निंग और नमस्ते नमस्ते। Beautiful Murli. Was lovely Murli. Baba is taking us deeper. How can we constantly stay beyond? 1 second, we go beyond, go up, either in the soul world or in the subtle region. For this, Baba is emphasizing on having a subtle, powerful intellect which is subtle enough to fly beyond, intellect which is free from any waste. And Baba is emphasizing on the importance of the time. And this is a very short time to accumulate for 21 generations, which is thousands of years. And it's not actually just 2500 years, but whatever the powers that we take really comes in handy during copper and iron ages. How deep our love for Baba is, that deep is our love for Baba in the copper and silver ages too, on the path of bhakti also. So that faith in Baba, faith in God also keeps us safe during the copper and iron ages, even though we are coming down our stage, but that hope in Baba keeps us going for the rest of the Kalpa. So whatever we attain now is what is going to take us for the rest of the cycle, which is literally whole 5,000 years. So whatever deep experiences that we have is what we are longing for, that brings us closer to Baba even in the confluence stage or in the last step of an iron age. So Baba is taking us. The Baba was also emphasizing on there should not be any waves of sorrow in our mind. There should not be any tears both in the mind and also with our physical eyes, because we are not in touch with the sorrow. We, the souls, are in tune with Baba and Baba's company. We are experiencing the blissful life. So Baba is also emphasizing on the importance of nasha or happiness. So yes, Baba was emphasizing on be a first class. So try to make your practice very intense and it should be, we should continue to stay in that stage for a long period of time. So let's take a few minutes to go back to our subtle angelic stage, fully relax. Your body, your mind, your stage. Become a sakshi and observe your stage. If there is anything on your heart from this Laukic world, free it and feel the subtle lightness in your awareness. Peaceful mind, spacious mind, very still mind, very much in this world of silence. Feel that powerful atmosphere, that pure, peaceful atmosphere, and make yourself at home in the soul world. Refine your stage, making it more subtle. Feel Baba's canopy, feel Baba's love. Feel the closeness to Baba with your subtle stage. Feel Baba's love filling your heart. Feel Baba's loving energy filling the soul, refining the energy of the soul. Absorbing Baba's love and light, and feel that strength growing in yourself. Very strong, very stable, deeply connected. Feel that connected stillness. Love, light, and strength. Feel that combined state with Baba. Feel the power in the subtlety. Subtle is purity. Pure is being subtle. Pure is being refined. Pure is being in tune with your true self. Feel that Sato Pradhan state in your highest, in your most virtuous, full of all virtue, full of all divinity, complete and perfect and powerful. Feel the strength, stabilize in that highest stage. And allow this powerful stage to make a difference in the world, to purifying all the five elements with your powerful highest stage. You're radiating very powerful vibrations into these five elements, into this atmosphere on this earth, into this water, into this earth, this purifying water and fire and ether, all of these five elements that makes up this physical world is transforming with your powerful vibration. Every life in this world is surrounded by your powerful energy, touching every heart and soul, with this pure, powerful love and light, giving every soul a strength to raise to their highest self. But every soul has this deep vairag from earthly emotions and Tamopradhan world, that this wave of vairag, making every soul feel the love of Baba, directing every soul's attention towards the home, towards Baba, invoking that spiritual awareness, invoking the true soul consciousness in every soul on this earth, the highest task, empowering every soul. Spread this love and light being combined with Baba in your highest, most divine state. very stable and very comfortable. Very deep and very subtle. Subtle is powerful. Subtle is intense. Going into your powerful state. To find your subtle presence and align it with Baba. Make this stage very natural. Make yourself very comfortable in this subtle presence. Make yourself very familiar with your true self, with your natural, powerful, highest self, most virtuous self. Let Baba's presence exude from your presence, from your stage. Reveal Baba with your stage, subtle stage. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti. Another powerful Murli. So what new experience, what new instructions Baba gave today? Anyone would like to unmute themselves and share? Yes,
Om
Vijay.
Shanti.
Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti, brother. Thank you so much for the wonderful commentary. So I like this point that which Papa said about the intense effort maker. Papa really differentiated between what is intense effort maker and the one who are just the effort maker. So it's very I mean, it's being in the seed stage that we make our stage elevated. I mean, we are in the line of intense effort makers. It's like Baba gave that beautiful example of a teacher in a school, if a teacher asks the students to, put their hands up. If all of them not doing it at the same time, then those who are not couldn't do it, and then they are out the line. But here, Baba says it's not like that, but Baba don't put anybody out, but it's automatically they come out of the line.
Mm.
So that is the body consciousness which actually brings them down. So we have to stabilize ourselves, stabilize our intellect in the stage of seed as long as possible. So I think it's more of a having that self-control over the self, on our intellect, using which we should be able to stabilize our intellect wherever and whenever we want, and as long as we want. So I think it's a journey. I think with practice, we eventually reach there. That's what is my understanding. Whether
Mm.
Om
Yeah,
Shanti. Yeah.
Beautiful. And especially to make it natural, we have to enjoy that subtle stage. We definitely will get a glimpse when you focus and stabilize. But like Baba was telling, going up and down means like going up, stabilize yourself, and hold that stable stage when you come down. And then once we come down in that stable stage and interacting with the world from that stage, pretty soon something which is deeply buried in our subconscious, like all those sanskaras, all those past traumas, sanskaras are nothing but trauma, right? Trauma is nothing but a deep, intense pain, that painful experience that happened because of some incident, right? So when we are interacting with this physical world, some of the traumas will get triggered, which triggers our sanskaras, and our stage gets disrupted. Then now the real drill starts happening. Now the real drill starts happening. So that's why, like you said, it is a journey, but the the journey is as quickly can I stabilize myself. There is no disruption from outside, but everything is inside. Outside world will just trigger what's in our subconscious, but it is a process of cleansing, also cleansing the soul too. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. So, yeah.
Oh,
Okay. I'll come back later on. Yeah. Thank you.
oh, Om Shanti, brother. I liked Baba's role today, the drill master. It was, I was reminded of my PT class in school. PT, we all used to look forward because it was like going out of your classroom and just enjoying. But it started, every PT class started first with the exercise. Only then we could do what we want. So it just reminded me how there also a count of 8. We had to raise our limbs up, down. So even over here, when Baba speak, when he just said that up, down, I only thought about that exercise. And again there, when, rightly said, when you don't do well, you're picked off. But your Baba doesn't do that. A child who's not well, Baba doesn't say go out. He picks them by his arms and then he takes them on his bosom and he makes them all right. That's the difference between there and here. And if I do well, I can go up on the stage and I can lead. I also related to what it was. And I love these drills, especially which Baba used to conduct at the end of every Avyaktvani. It's very simple. See, and we have listened to meditation commentaries, everything. But in Baba's voice, when Baba takes us, whether it's Patswarup, whether it is bodiless stage, it's a beautiful drill. And I keep listening to that sometimes. It's as if I don't know what's that magic he does when he gives. And today here in the Murli, he speaks about it because yesterday he said precaution, exercise. So he has spoken more about exercise, the angelic exercise. What should I do? And the intoxication point for that is I am the child of the highest of high. My father is in a high place. Residence is high. His task is uncha tera, kam uncha tera. I think that's the intoxication Baba, the drill master, started in today's Murli.
Thank you for pointing out. And actually, so any sport, first thing they try to do, even if it is cricket or soccer or any game, first they have to do a warm up, and they have to focus on the strength exercises, whatever raising hand up and down, or stretching and all other stuff. And all those things are very much necessary before you go and then start doing your intense um, playing the intense game, and especially when you're doing some endurance sports like marathons and ultra marathons. People keep running for hundreds of miles, Literally hundreds of miles they keep running for 2 or 3 days non-stop. Some people do that. So if you are not warmed up, you cannot invoke the full capacity of the body. So here also Baba says like you have to do some drills to stabilize going up and building that stage and come down and then engage this in this world with that stage and then see how long can you stay, and then you have to go back up and now you come back with more relaxed stage. Now you're not making yourself very intense, and so your stage is getting natural, more natural. Every time you're going up and down, it is getting more natural in this physical world. Yeah, thank you for pointing out that drill. Else? Sia, Balvinder, Chandrakala. So one thing Baba said about sisters and mothers, Kumaris and mothers. Baba is the Lord of the poor, and you have the more fortune, you are the gopis. Gopis are more than gopis. So what is it that we should become poor, and what is it that we should become rich of? What is it that we should become poor? Because he's the Lord of the poor. If you are poor, it is easy. In which aspect we should be poor? Any thoughts?
Is it Baba said that where we should not cry? Cry means we lose. Love means we attain.
That is true. Cry makes you lose. That's right. But again, what is it Baba is asking us to become poor? He's the Lord of the poor. If you're poor, it is easy. For wealthy
Poor in
people,
wealth.
it is hard. Yeah. Yeah.
Poor in
Girijavan?
wealth.
Poor in wealth. Yeah. Not too low or not too high, but just enough to get through. That richness also includes the name, fame, reputation, and all the social status. It creates a lot of complications. So more simple we have, more we don't have to put up the mask. There is a lot of facade that you have to put up if you are if you are a celebrity or if you are a very prominent person. All eyes are on you, and so Baba says like if you don't go after them, if you are, that only reinforces the body consciousness. If you don't have all those masks, you don't have to make extra effort to retain those personas. So we are poor in that worldly social status and celebrity kind of status. But in fact, the most celebrated ones are Lakshmi Narayan, which are the Brahmin souls. The more incognito we are, more intense we can be. And incognito, but very powerful. I think that's where I feel makes us more powerful. Radhamani was sharing something. As a mother, I'm fortunate for the whole cycle. We're poor but lucky. Yes.
Brother, may I ask you a question? So this is regarding the seed stage. Okay. So so what I experience is to remain seated in the seat stage. Okay, so sometimes I would like to experience that seat stage. Sometimes, let's say if I sit for a meditation for 1 hour, and in that period, the experience would be probably for a couple of minutes. In that too, sometimes I can't really get the exact time, the duration, but I know that if I go back and check, it's not constant. For some time, it is there, and then I feel like coming down. And I've also experienced when I'm sitting in a bhatti or in a very powerful atmosphere where many Brahmins are seated, and then there I try to experience or practice the seat stage. There, comparatively, better clarity is there. Of course, because of the atmosphere, the powerful atmosphere, and much more longer I'm able to stabilize. One method I found to stabilize is just finding different names of the paranda. Sometimes when I talk to myself with the different words that which Baba uses in Sakar Murli or Avyakt Murli to stabilize in the seed stage, that is there for some time. Okay, but even over a period of time, probably after 5-10 minutes, but still it is not stable. Okay, just for if I take 1 hour, then probably few minutes in between, there are some amount of time that I'm in that stage where I'm experiencing that sleep stage. So, what is a different method that we can use in order to stabilize ourselves in that stage for longer time?
It's a very good question. I've been experimenting on that for a while. So some things which work for me is our stage is very much connected to the atmosphere, right? So just imagine you're sitting in Diamond Hall and Baba is coming, and the first Bhog song is offered, and Dadi goes into trance, and then the song stops, and then Baba opens his eyes, and then the whole room is so still. 20 to 30,000 people, Brahman souls, in their powerful stage, pin drop silence. And in that powerful atmosphere, you are naturally in tune. And Baba is looking, and then just imagine Baba's eyes falls on you. And how do you feel? Is there any effort to stabilize in that seed state?
No, not really. True.
And the same thing when you are at home and you are tired and something happened and then you slipped into YouTube and watching tons of short clips, this, that, and the other, and then you want to say like, okay, let me have yoga. Now it is a traffic control, and then you sit and then try to go into seed stage. Will that be easy?
Yeah, that would be almost impossible to stabilize. Yeah.
So two things that comes to my mind is the atmosphere, and the second thing is what is the energy of the soul, right? How much energy do I have to tune in? If I'm really exhausted, I cannot tune in, right? So first thing is like Jagdish Bhai once told, which really worked for me, is save your energy. Don't totally put off the light. Keep at least little bit of oil in the lamp. Let the flame keep going throughout the day. Even if it is not intense, keep the flame little bit on, even if you are so preoccupied and buried in so much, right? Keep the flame on. So that is one thing. And second thing is keep the atmosphere inside. There is an inner atmosphere and then there is an external atmosphere. If my interface, which is my mind, is the interface between outer world and the inner world, right? If my interface is totally engaged in your external world and nothing of internal world is active, so your inner atmosphere is totally under the influence of the external world, right? All the flood of information is flooding inside, and all these triggered emotions are creating this with strong, intense, body conscious atmosphere inside. So put some filters on your interface and keep something active inside going on, right? Having said that, so what are those inner processes that I can keep it alive, right? Like you nicely pointed out. So especially when you sit for yoga and when you use like different names of Parandam, like Shantidam, Parandam, Paramatma Kadam, and Brahman and Brahmalok. So as you're invoking, what you're actually trying to do with each of these words is you are trying to create that soul world atmosphere inside your inner world, right? So you're trying to create that atmosphere. Word is associated with some of the feelings connected to that word. So quicker way is definitely we start with very tangible things like word. From word, you want to invoke a feeling. For example, Shantidam. The feeling behind it is a vast, deep peace, right? When you hold that peaceful feeling and then replace that word with that feeling. When you say Paramdam, and then you are refining the feeling, which is very supreme, high quality of peace, right? And then you refine it little further is Paramatma Kadam. Like, and then now the energy is transformed, not just peaceful, not just the supreme quality of pure peace, but now it is charged with the presence of God Himself, right? So now, if you actually see behind every word, there is a different intensity of the feeling, different energy, different vibration, right? There are these four layers: word to a feeling, to a feeling, to a vibration, to the vibration. When you absorb these feelings and vibrations and very much in tune with this, your stage is created. All of these four things, right? So now, if you can, these are these four inner processes that can always keep going on, right? If I'm not consciously activating it and keeping in tune with my highest self, external things will keep these four processes active in your inner world. So try to preoccupy yourself with one of these things, right? Because your intellect might have to focus on what's going on outer world, right? Your emotions does not have to focus on what's going on. Separate your head and heart. Let your head do what it has to do in this physical world. Let your heart, which actually feels, let your stage, which actually engages with the vibration, stay in tune with that supreme vibration. You see, right? So more I keep this little bit of practice going on in each of these four layers, more powerful, more stronger I stay. Follow, right? So longer we continue to stay there, more easy to continue to stay there for a longer period of time in a more powerful stage. And seed stage is not becoming tiny on nobody. Seed stage is becoming more refined, more pure, more powerful, more natural. Seed stage is something which is more natural. Seed stage is something that which I am. It should become as natural as it's me. Why should I have to make any effort to be myself? It should get that easy. Follow, right? Did I answer?
Yeah. Thank you so much. So I'll practice. Yeah.
Thank you.
Brother, I just want to add one thing. End of the Murli, if you see the whole essence of the Murli is there. I love that word soundless chant, but I like it in Hindi. Ajapa, jap yad, none but one. Just you and me and you, I and my Baba. It's such a beautiful paragraph. If you see, break all connections, forge only with me. I think whatever you spoke now, even if we are able to do that, like a bird, I love this bird. It does not hold on to it, but it goes up high and high, let goes of the branch. So we have to let go of the worldly branches, the attachments, the beliefs, the prediction from inside, as well as the situations from outside, like these migratory birds. I love that word, apa jap yad. Baba, 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 just you and me. And Baba says, no, Shiv Baba, Shiv Baba. So soundless chant. I remember that song, Teri yaad ke geet jale man mein, ek jyot jage is jeevan mein. I just that one paragraph, I think, from an angel to a Shakti.
Yeah, that's a powerful word, ajapajap. Without using word, you are repeating it, which is like it cannot be word. What else can it be? It has to be feeling, it has to be a vibration, it has to be a stage that has to be reconnecting to Baba. Yeah, very powerful. Okay, so let's go into that powerful stage. Become antarmukhi. Just observe the inner atmosphere as a sakshi. And just allow your heart to gracefully move away and tune into that subtle, pure atmosphere of Paramdhan. Make your heart very subtle. Make the observer, the intellect, more relaxed and let it naturally tune into that pure vibration. Feel that powerful, eternal atmosphere, unlimited, no boundaries. Very pure, very refined. Make your heart very subtle, filled with this pure vibration, with this pure love. Feel the lightness in your stage. Stay absorbed in this loving light. Like a gopi, totally intoxicated in this divine love. All your senses is filled with Baba's love, deep in love. Om Shanti Shanti.
Thank
Continue
you,
the
Baba.
stage for the rest of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Harsha Bhai. Thank you, Divine Family. See you all tomorrow at 5 a.m. Till that time, keep practicing spiritual drill. Om Shanti.